Hello everyone. So, just got back home. My birds are pretty excited. Let's see if I can get everybody in this shot here. You can kind of see Jazz. Oh no, don't get on Miss Keats' cage. Please, can you step up? Can you step up? Perfect example of what I've been going through lately, like I told you guys. He does not want to stay off Miss Keats' cage, and when she crawls around, he tries to attack and lunge at her. He has gotten her foot one time and nicked it, and it was bleeding, and I stopped it, and I'm trying to get him used to it, but taking that whole route and having her hurt is not what I wanted to do, So I've been working through it with him. Can you step up? And he's full right now because when I left, I gave him millet. So I'll see if he will step up for me with an Odie. Please don't. Please don't. Step up. Good boy. Okay. So that worked. And it doesn't always work. He literally lunged at her, hurt her foot. This was 2 weeks of having her. So that's already been a couple weeks ago. And I've just been trying my best to work through it, And now I supervise. I try to watch him, I'm on him. And like you've seen, he'll fly to it quick. So I have to be on him. But, he listens to me. He likes training, as you can see. He likes when I talk to him. Don't you? You like when I talk to you? Yeah? Can you spin? You're a good boy. Yeah. You're a good boy. So, this is what I'm giving him. Okay? Just a little piece of oat. Something small. Nice little training trick for him. He likes it. Good boy. So, I'm glad I can get him to step off, because it really helps. That's for sure. But anyone out there who is having troubles with having another bird, a new bird coming into your flock, go to Birdtricks, okay? Jamie has some great podcasts that explains introducing new birds into your flock, and those videos are really what has helped me. And accidents happen, him hurting her foot, it's an accident and it's something that I shouldn't have even risked, and I was mad at myself about it. But people make mistakes and you have to learn from it. And same with the parrots. They make mistakes too, and they learn from them. And the best teacher are birds. So Mr. Keats being with Jazz really helps me with introducing Miss Keats, because they are the same bird. It's different because she is a female. I feel like it's different anyways. He treats her different. He's on the attack. I think it's also because he has Mr. Keats is his buddy, But it's very, very hard to get them to, I don't know, just like I have talked about before, about the whole friend thing in my other video. It's difficult. It's so hard. And going through it is, I don't even know where to start. That's why I'm saying go watch Birdtricks videos, because that's where I get all my knowledge from, for real. Honestly, if you watch any of my videos, okay, I've already talked about Birdtricks a lot. Please, please, please go follow her, and if you do follow her and you're following me too, let her know that, hey, I know this girl who's your biggest fan, because I am trying to get a hold of her. I don't have you know, Facebook or any of the other stuff. I just have this YouTube channel, and I'm trying to spread the word about parrot awareness, to know what to do with these guys. Veggies, important, right? Yeah. And another thing is not making mistakes like what I've done. So, like, I need her help, kind of, with this whole thing I'm going through. Come here, buddy. Come here. I just don't want them to get hurt is the main thing. So. Wanna step up? Good boy. But they're good babies, for real. They are. So since I just got home, I'm gonna weigh them and see how much they have gained from all the food that I fed to them. I fed them a lot of food. And I don't have an actual bird scale, so I literally just use like a regular scale. I put a bowl on it, I tear it out to 0, and I'll put my birds on it and weigh them. And it works well. It works really well. So, alright, bud. I hope you guys can see it kind of chopped off, but that's okay. And Jazz, of course, goes in my hoodie instantly. Mr. Keats don't go up there because he is going to get mad. So that's another thing I've been struggling with, is that, like, I don't have all the answers, but I'm trying to get them, you know, and Birdtricks is the place to go. Come here. And Mr. Keats has been chewing on the trim. I told you how I don't lock him up in a cage. He just hangs out with Jazz, which has a bigger cage, and he can literally get right out of the holes. Like, it's crazy. I gotta show you real quick. See? He can go right through here like it's nothing. Nothing at all. Okay, buddy, come here. He is a big chewer, though, and he didn't do it before. Like, he did it when Jazz would do it, and he has definitely... He's got some new feathers coming in because Miss Keats has pushed him off the perch. Like, hold on, she just like randomly did it. Like, because female parakeets, you know how they are, they can be like that, mad. So it's frantic. Can you stay still? 38.3, step up. Good boy. Alright, so Mr. Keats weighed 38.3. And I keep track of all of this. 337. So I'll round that off to like 335. I don't know why I do that, but I just don't like putting odd, like, I don't know, like 335 sounds better to me. So if it's a couple off, just that's what I do, okay? Okay. And as you can see, Mr. Keats did not stay on the bowl long. Out of there. Okay, so got his weight, and then I'll weigh his food, right? And I do the same thing, okay? I know how much the bowl weighs already, okay? Blow off any seed casings that are there, because I'm not trying to weigh that. And I'll turn it on, put the bowl on there. So 78.1, all right? And then I'm going to, the bowl weighs 76.5. I'll write all this down. I do the math, and I'm not the greatest at math, so I literally, like a kindergartner, I'll write the numbers down. I write the other numbers down, and I, yep, just like that. And I'm gonna write that down. And I already have, because I started out with 4 grams of food in his bowl. and he's already consumed 1.3 grams. Alright. So 1.7 plus the 1.3. We're going to be at 3 grams. So there's a gram in here, essentially. And like I said in my other videos, I try to clean the seed up the best that I can. Like I have a tray that I put it on. It's a big tray. I kind of like clean the seed out. And like I've went through all the seeds that my stores around me have, and this one is like the best, like with not as much crap, so I don't have to clean out as much as I have in other ones, because I'm trying to get my parrots away from seeds as well, and it's something that is gonna take a long time. Like it don't happen like that. These birds, this is all they've ever known is seed. I've gotten them to eat veggies. They do eat veggies, but I don't have it where I want them to. This is what I listen to a lot. A parakeet little argument over here, and we know nothing about. But anyway, so yeah, like I said, this commercial seed, I'll show you what it is. It's from PetSmart. That's where I go. I used to go to Pet Food Center, but I stopped going there. Their prices went up. Their products just aren't, I mean, they're pretty much what PetSmart already has. And so I've stopped going there and go to PetSmart. And this is what I get. Alright, so all of them eat natural pellets. This is what I can afford. I would like to have Jamie's pellets, honestly. That's what I would prefer to have my birds on. The Tops pellets or something better than this, but this is what I can afford, and it's the best that what the store that I go to offers. And when I looked up about pellets, this was number 3 on the list. So yeah, my birds eat it. You know, it's something that I monitor though. Like I don't have them just a free ledge of pellets. Their foods are weighed out and I have them split. It's on the direction of trying to get them weaned off of the seed onto more pellets. Mr. Keats eats a gram of pellets, plus he eats all of his seed, which is like 3 grams of seed since this morning. And as you can see right now, it's 3:42. I gave that to him at, when did I feed him? At 8 o'clock this morning. Okay, so he's eating 3 grams from this food between that time. And I also have given him veggies. So he's eating veggies, and I have that recorded. He loves veggies, so that's a good thing. And Mr. Keats, he's a good bird, like a good parakeet. When I say good parakeet, he listens, steps up. He's very attentive about things, like with Miss Keats. He takes care of Miss Keats. And with his commercial seed, it's the same that I use for Jazz and Miss Keats, but I clean it up for them too. What they don't eat out of it, I try to take out. So I've been trying to just do what I can do, and then eventually get them to the Birdtricks. God, I cannot speak. The Birdtricks food recipes that they have, the books that they have. I found some online, and I've watched different videos and things like that. And those help. Like, those really help. I've made those recipes, some of them, and my birds do mess with them. Keats doesn't fully eat them. He's unaware of them. He likes crunchy things, so I've made sure to try to make things like really small and cut up and crunchy. He's like most parakeets. He loves crunchy things. He's a lot like Blueberry from Birdtricks. A lot like. And he looks like Blueberry too. Step up, bud. So he definitely, and he was showing signs of fatty liver disease when I was just feeding him full seeds. It's okay, bud. So when I was just feeding him full seeds all the time, 24/7, and it's when I wasn't as sure or didn't know, I could say I was uneducated. I didn't even know about Birdtricks then or anything like that, or just I worked at a pet store, you know, and took care of birds. I love birds, things like that. So when I was feeding him just full seed, and he was fat. When I started weighing him, his like full weight was like 45 grams. And then he was like weighing 40 grams empty. And that's probably not all the way empty. That's just what he was when I would weigh him in the morning before he would eat, before he would go and jump on the bowl. Because like I said, when I first started, I had to try to wean them down from having food all the time. And then they had to get used to, oh, mom's portioning out my food now, and she's only giving me this amount at this time, and I have to go this amount of hours to get my food again. Okay, so they had to get used to that. And in between that time, this is when I started training Jazz, and it really worked well. That's what made Jazz train, is me cutting down to not giving them full seed all the time. He eats veggies, like I've said 100 times, but not the amount I want him to, not what he needs to, not the kinds he needs to a lot of times. He loves peppers, and don't get me wrong, peppers are good for birds, but if that's all he eats, there's going to be a lack of something, some vitamin somewhere there, you know. And I've been trying to get him on more greens. He does accept alfalfa. I got these little cups. They're dehydrated cups. Okay, PetSmart had them. I'll show you them. So, these, okay, Flukers makes them. I hope I'm saying that right. I think I always said it wrong when I worked at Pet Food Center. But they're little salad singles, dehydrated, okay? And he likes them. That's how I found out he liked alfalfa and he liked turnip greens, because there's turnip greens in those. And you just add warm water to it and they rehydrate. And he started eating them, and I was like, oh man. So I'll get the fresh turnip greens and see if he likes those. He doesn't go to them as much. He likes this mushier version better. So like Birdtricks said, you know, she has a video that explains like, well, maybe your bird doesn't like that consistency, or maybe he doesn't like how they're chopped up, or maybe this or that. Try different things, try varieties. So I started doing that. I found out, well, yeah, he likes these. So I've been getting them more, you know. And I know that Birdtricks has like a dehydrated formula that she just came out with not too long ago, but it's like hard to get. I feel like every time I go on there to see if there's any there, they're gone. They're just so good, I guess. And so this is what I've got, and my birds like them. Mr. Keats does not mess with it as much, and I think I'm not going to show them the warm mushy food right now, because breeding season's coming up, so I'm not showing that to them. So Jazz will be getting them mainly, unless, you know, if I'm really not trying to have them breed. That's one thing I was worried about, having a female, but like I said in another video, she's a rescue, so I had to bring her in. I had to save her. Like, I just could not let her sit in a dirty cage, filthy, and not living a decent parrot life. You know, she's came a far way. She did not like hands. She did not like people. When she came to me, she didn't have tail feathers. So that was something that I really had to, you know, I'm like, oh man, she doesn't have tail feathers. She's not going to be able to fly. Mr. Keats, he was fully flighted when I got him. So I knew he could fly around. He could get away from Jazz, things like that. She can't. She can't get away from Jazz, so I can't even bring her out or anything. And like I said, he attacked her. So that's something else. You know, it's difficult. But like I said, I had to save her. And I'm glad I did. things are getting good. Her tail feathers are coming back in. I'll try to show you guys that real quick. When I'm telling you, when she came here, there was nothing. So now you can see that baby's got some tail feathers coming in. She's a sweet baby. She really is. She's just skittish, scared. Nobody ever got her out. She's 2 years old. And honestly, that's a guesstimate because I don't know 100% sure. I'm going kind of based upon how her Siri is starting to look. And then breeding season's coming up. And they only get this like little dark brown, crusty look, you know, during breeding time. Around like their sexual mature age, and 2 years is fully in. I think it might be a little different with parakeets. Don't quote me on it. Google or go to Birdtricks. But so I think she's 2 years old. And you can see she wants to be out with Mr. Keats. She wants to be out with Jazz. She wants to get out. She's screaming and stuff. I did get her to step up on my fingers several times. I've been able to weigh her a few times, and I know how much she weighs. Like she weighs in the morning, she weighs about 28 grams, and then she'll eat up to about 31 to 31 and a half, 32 sometimes. And then, but that, like I said, I give them 2 portions. I break up their food, and they get a portion in the morning, and with the parakeets, they eat a little bit at a time, and then, you know, there's a space in between that I've giving them treats, the veggies, things like that. And then they will get their second dose. And that's really been working for all my birds so far. And then I'm, like I said, I'm going to try and transition them onto, all of them onto the Birdtricks formula. That's what I'm going to call it, because I keep messing it up. I keep saying different things. You know, I'm not a pro YouTuber at all. When I say pro, I just mean like, I'm not professional. I'm not, you know, I don't even have a good equipment. I just have my cell phone. But you gotta start somewhere. And I want, like, read my description about my channel. You know, I want people to treat their birds better. You know, I'll go on rants on YouTube all day long. I don't care. I want people to know, like, you cannot stick these guys in cages. You can't do it. Like, it's so sad. They have so much personality. They're beautiful. They talk to you. They talk back. What you say to them, they're going to say back to you. That's what I love about it. Like what I say to Mr. Keats, I'll say, sweet baby, all this talk. He says it to Miss Keats. Cracks me up. I'll hear him in here randomly. A little parakeet voice speaking to his girlfriend. Oh, sweet baby, sweet baby, sweet baby. It's real parakeet chatter like, but you can hear it. He knows how to say sweet baby, because that's what I call him a lot. And he is a sweet baby. Jazz is literally in my hoodie still. And Keats is over in the bowl, which I left for them. Some pellets and things like that when I was gone. Because if I'm not here to train with them or something like that, if I have to leave, I do leave little things in their cages. I leave like little foraging things for them to go and mess with, whatever it may be, and their toys and things like that. And it's really opened up the birds to playing with toys, because when I first had my birds, when I first got them, when I first got my birds, I literally just let them like be open, free. Like, I didn't train, had the food out 24/7, cage was open 24/7. Jazz has a problem with his Snuggie. He's had that since he was a baby. Didn't know about the Snuggies. Didn't know about the harm of Snuggies. And I've had him for 4 years, going on 4 years, you know. And I have transitioned him from one Snuggie that is very bad to a Snuggie that's kind of better. And I've seen some things out there that it's like a tube. It's made of safe PVC pipe. And it has like just a little piece of fleece or something on there. Some type of like, that's not, you know, cotton or something that they can shred. It's like something that's just a little bit for them, because you know how they like soft things, especially sun conures. They like to rub on things and get all cuddly. And so I was going to put that on there. I'm going to get that eventually. That's the thing I'm going to change to. But let me show you the two that I have that I've transitioned to. Yes, Jazz. I keep this away from him, but I kept this just to show you guys because it's insane. And I was like, I'm buying them constantly, okay? I've been trying to get him away from the Snuggie, but when I put him in the cage, he wants to crawl away, like go somewhere else, look uncomfortable, go to the cage, try to get out. Like, it's bad, okay? And he's had this since he was little, before I knew about all the information that I know now, okay? So this is torn up, okay? This is something I put in there just to replace what he's already torn out. This is him shredding it. There's holes. Okay? This is dangerous. This is dangerous. And I know that for as long as we've been using them, and he needs to probably get an X-ray. Hey. Steve. Get over here. Yeah. But he stepped up for me, so that's good. Yeah, that's good, boy. Here, let's give you a treat, bud. Here you go. What's that for? No? Doesn't want it. But yeah. So, he did this. And it's dangerous. And now I have switched to a different one that I know isn't what he should be in. He should just be able to sleep on a perch. But when I see him act like that and I know how he is, he's going to fly out. He's going to freak out. In the dark, you know, in his room. I don't want him doing that. You know, I want him, if he's in the dark, he does not chew his Snuggie. He only chews it in the amount of time when the sun is rising and the light is coming in the windows and he's starting to wake up in here and I haven't came in here yet. That is the time